Hi, my name is Brian King. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to StampWithBrian.com. From the beginning of my blog, I've been sharing a technique called the Squinting Technique. Every project you make, you want to have some sort of color, texture, and shapes. But you want all those shapes to be balanced. And that doesn't mean that they all have to be centered. You just want them balanced. And I'm going to share with you my patented technique for how you can balance everything on the front of a card just using the squinting technique. The squinting technique basically is where you hold a card out and you do your eyes like this. And you just look at that card and you see the shapes and you see the white space. You see all the elements that make this card what it is. And then you find out if it's all balanced. Well, this card, I want to add this flower. So in order to do that, I'm going to hold the card out and I'm going to squint. I'm going to place the flower down and see, is that balanced? No, it's not. And the reason is because this white space has a weight of its own. Every element on this card has a weight. So I'll slide it around. If I put it there, still not weighted correctly because up here seems to be too heavy. But if I slide that around and I get to about right there, it seems like I have the right balance of color, shapes, and texture to where this card looks perfectly balanced. And the reason I know it is because I simply squinted to take away all the words and all the work I had done so that I could look at the card objectively and find out where the exact placement I needed for this. Now, if I put this image here, for example, I could come in and maybe put some candy dots down or some sort of other little texture, but it's all going to depend on how you see this card as you're moving the objects around, or once you've placed the objects, to see where do I have that perfect balance on my card. At the end of the day, it's not about keeping everything centered. It's about balancing it all. It's using your stamping intuition to make sure that the elements on the card work perfectly together. But I do want to reiterate that by using this technique, again, which I have legally patented, you will owe me a nickel when you use it. And so look at all the money that I have earned just from sharing this technique. This totals 35 cents. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this squinting technique, and I hope it helps make sense a little bit more about how you can balance elements on a card. Thanks for stopping by. Please visit us at StampWithBrian.com to purchase any of these items or to just enjoy the fun we're having over there.